to school, get a job, right? Go to school, get good grades, and get a good job, right? So you can retire one day, yes or no? Yes. So that's where most of us are stuck, and that's where I was stuck before I got involved in Primerica. I'll talk about that in a second, and that's where we end up. Now some people go, you know what, you're right, I'm tired of that. I don't want someone else to tell me what to do. I'm going to go do my own thing. I'm going to become self-employed. Self-employed people own a job. Okay, so dentists, doctors, lawyers, hairstylists, real estate agents, salespeople, there's some advantages there because if you're good at what you do, you can make a lot of money. But if you stop working, guess what happens to your income if you're self-employed? It stops, right? Like if you're a salesperson and you don't make any sales, you don't make any money. Okay? If you're a liar or lawyer, right, and you don't help any clients, right, you don't make any money. Okay? Now, by the way, did you guys know that most lawyers are broke? Yeah. And they don't make very much money? People go, oh, they're a lawyer, they must be rich. Or I know a doctor. All doctors are rich. Not true. They look rich because they buy the nice cars and live in the nice houses because they feel like they have to because they're a doctor. But in reality, the doctors I've sat down with have nothing to say. They are broke. They're indebted to their eyeballs. They're not making any money. They're making money, but they ain't making any money really because they got to pay all their stuff, right? They got $200,000 plus student loans, all that kind of stuff. All right? Now, I'm not saying if you want to be a doctor, not to go be a doctor because we need good doctors. But you just need to understand, right? Anyway, so just be smart as a doctor, right? Don't go into debt, do all that stuff. All right, so another way to earn income is become a business owner. All right, now a lot of self-employed people think they're business owners, but the test is if you always have to be there to make money, you are not a true business owner. A true business owner hires other people to work with them, and they don't have to be there to make money. Their business will run without them because they hire good people to help them run their business, and whether they are there or not, they make money. Make sense? If you can go away for a year and your business continues to maintain or grow without you, that's a real business. How many of you like to have a business that would grow without you? Yep. You could actually build that in Primerica. Okay, if you build it with the right kind of people. So, would that be a good place to make money? Business owner. Now, another way to earn income is be an investor. That means your money works for you. All right? And again, you go to sleep, you wake up the next day, and you have more money than you had when you went to bed because your money is earning interest and it's growing. How many like the investor? Yeah. So out of those 4 ways to earn income, what 2 ways are the best 2 ways to earn income? It's the right side. If the right side is better than the left side, why are most people stuck on the left side? See, bad programming is all it is, right? They don't know. First meeting I went to like this back in December of 2000, okay? It was Brennan's office over on 90th South. And I was 4th, 5th row back. I was working for Discover Card, the credit card company. Okay, they used to have an office on about 90th South too. And I was sitting 4th row back, and I was cool, right? I was like this. I didn't laugh at any of the jokes or anything, and I watched the whole presentation. But then Brennan asked that question, you know, why aren't you a business owner yet? And I thought to myself, that's a good point, because I don't know how to be a business owner. That's why. So let me ask you all a serious question. If we have a system that we're introducing to you tonight, which we are, where you can start with us on a part-time basis, no risk of leaving your current income, and we can train you part-time how to do our business, and over the next 24, 36 months, become what we call a regional vice president, own your own financial services business, going to cash flow you a 6-figure income or better. How many would be very interested in learning that system? Yep. And be interested in joining our company? That's where, now, the interesting thing about this is, if you look at the Forbes 400 richest people in America, not one of those suckers has a job. Not one of them. They're all business owners and investors. Every one of them is a business owner and investor. Is that something? And people are trying to be the richest person in America at their job. Is that something else? Okay. Now look, how do we get paid? Here's a part-time position. This is kind of a starting out part-time position, a district leader. If you come in and follow our system, 30, 60, 90 days, you should be a district leader with our company. Okay. At that point, if you got good at it, okay, if you got good at our business, which anybody can get good at it because everything in our business can be taught if you're willing to learn. At that point, if you help 3 clients a month. Now, in order to help 3 clients a month, you got to sit down and show our presentation to about 8. Okay? So if you show our presentation, it's a simple presentation. We show the concepts Chris showed. You show it to 8 people, 3 become a client. So this would be like working 1 night a week. You worked 1 night a week, and you sat down with 2 people 1 night a week. You with me? Yep. So over a month, you'd sit down with 8 people. And only 3 of them actually became clients. Because we're not looking for salespeople, we're looking for people who can educate, and they say, yeah, that makes sense, I'm going to do this, right? And the others you follow up with, they become clients later. If you help 3 people with their insurance, help one of them with their investments, you help one of them get out of debt with one of our financial, Freedom Financial products, help them eliminate their debt, you help them with their auto and home, and you got good at it, okay? That would pay you about $2,800 a month to do that.
Awesome.
Now that's actually across the kitchen table with clients, about 20 hours total for the month. So you're across the kitchen table about 20 hours for a month. Now if you were 20 hours at a job that paid $20 an hour, that'd be $400.
Yep.
And people are killing themselves to find a job like that. And we're showing you an opportunity to work whatever night you want. You pick the night, whenever you want. You work if you want. If you don't want to work, you don't have to work. And you have the potential to do that. That's $30,000 a year on a part-time basis.
Awesome.
Now that's if you get good at it. Okay? Would it be worth getting good at it if that's the potential?
Yep.
That's a starting part-time position. What if you weren't very good at it and you only started making an extra $1,000 a month, one night a week? That's unbelievable, isn't it? Even if it was only an extra $500 a month, it's a great opportunity because you choose the night. You have no quotas here. Do as much or as little as you want. Greatest part-time opportunity in the world. You got another one? I want to hear about it because I haven't found one yet. I've been here 12 years, almost 13 years. Okay. Now, I want to fix your thinking a little bit because a lot of you are going, man, I could probably go and make some extra money. That's pretty exciting, right? And you're thinking, I can go help a bunch of people. And that's exciting. It's fun. It's fun to sit down across the kitchen table and give people hope they don't have any hope and help with their finances and help them put money in a mutual fund and set up an insurance policy for them and help them get out of debt faster. All that's fun to do. Would you agree that'd be pretty rewarding to do?
Yep.
But you know what's even more fun? Is owning a business that does that and you don't have to go do it. It's even more fun. Okay? Now, do you think out of all the people out there, there's some people out there that would be interested in doing that on a part-time basis?
Yes.
There are people that would die for an opportunity like this. They just don't know about us. Like Chris said, they just don't know us yet. They don't really know who we are. So check this out. Let's say over the next year, year and a half, you found 3 people that you could help be as good as you. So you do potential, and all 3 of those people are helping 3 clients a month. And you're also helping about 3 clients a month. So you're obviously at that point helping about 12 clients a month. And you're kind of doing all that stuff. You're helping with mutual funds. Okay? That's your business. 12 clients a month. You're only helping 3 personally. You precious snowflakes. I know that's hard to fit that in your schedule, right? At this point, you'd be full-time. The reason you'd be full-time is you're a regional vice president. That pays you a 6-figure income. Is that insane?
That's awesome.
That's insane. See, that's more security and more freedom. Now, if you didn't want to work, and if you had a bad month or you got sick, you had to take care of something, whatever, you'd still probably make about 70, 80 grand a year. Okay? In override income, owning a business. Now, 100 grand a year is one thing. That's pretty good income. But see, there's a difference between making 100 grand a year at a job versus 100 grand a year in a business. So if you're making 100 grand a year at a job, you know how many hours a week you're working to do that?
80.
And they own you. They own you. And your job is high risk. Because they can replace you for 2 people to make 50.
Taxes.
And taxes, right? You make 100 grand a year as a business owner in Primerica, you're free. Now, what if I'm this guy and I'm part-time and I see you're making 100 grand a year and I'm a motivated person? It even looks like you, right? Same dress the same. What might I want to do? I'd like to be a regional vice president too. So think about this, okay? Because some of you guys go, well, I don't want to override people and get rich off other people. Yeah, that's what I say. Why not, right? I like that. As long as they're still happy, well, who gives a crap, right? But anyway, whatever. For those of you that think that way, I'm this guy, you're this guy. Don't feel sorry for me because I have the same opportunity as you. You keep showing me how to do this. Let's say over the next couple of years, you help us open up our own location. Now you've got 4 locations. You only have to run 1. Okay? So I've got 17 locations. I only have to run 1. Is that crazy? Okay? So now you're a senior vice president. You have 3 regional vice presidents. And now, conservatively, you're making $250,000 a year. That's conservative.
Awesome.
My wife Lex and I were paid $500,000 a year as senior vice presidents. Okay? Because you can help more clients. That's if you're only helping about 50 clients a month. But if you help maybe 100 clients a month, you can make a lot more than that. That makes sense? You can help. That cool? So think about this question. How would you feel if you recruited people and helped them make 6 figures for a living? Like if somebody asks you, what exactly do you do for work? You just tell me, I actually help people make 6 figures. That's what you tell people. That'd be a pretty cool thing to tell people?
Yeah.
by the way, I'm looking to fill some positions in my company. Would you be interested in possibly coming to work with us, and I can put you in a training program for one of those six-figure income positions? Would you be interested in that? What might they say? Probably yes, right? Okay, and you can keep going. A national sales director with 6 regional vice presidents, that's a conservative $500,000 a year. We earned almost $1 million a year as national sales director with this company, okay? But see, what's cool is you're helping other people succeed too. Now, some of these people might be making more than $100,000 a year. Some might be making a little bit less, but you get the idea, right? Is that cool?
Yep.
See, you don't want to be the only one that makes a bunch of money, because then who are you going to hang out with? I mean, you can hang out with the other guys, but then you got to buy everything every time you go out and stuff, you know? You know what I'm saying? Every time I go out with Steve Stonebreaker, I got to buy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so, because you got to make more money too. Right? We all got to make more money. Every time I go with Brendan Merton, I go, you better get that, Brendan. I go with Chris. Yeah, you better get that, Chris. I'm sure. Right?
Nice save, nice save.
It don't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter how much you start earning. There's always someone out there doing more, right? And doing better. So just real fast, this is my beautiful family here. My wife Lexi's not up tonight. We got kids in school and stuff, and but she would love to be here. She comes to everything. She loves this business, and she's very involved, and just been a great partner, and even better wife and mother. But real quick, our story, we started in, like I said, I started actually December of 2000 is when I turned in my application. So the company was already like 24 years old when I started. I was 24 years old when I started. So this was not a new company. I did not start at the top. I started at the bottom, just like all you suckers got to start at the bottom too, right? But what I loved about Primerica is if I did it, I got it. If you do it, you get it. You want to get promoted in Primerica, guess who promotes you? You. Doesn't matter how good of a brown noser you are or aren't. You go get it done, you get it. Okay? So our first year in the business, and I'm going to show some pictures in a second, okay? But I wasn't very good. I was unsure if I could do something like this. I mean, I was 22. Lexi was 18. Newly married, okay? Came from Discover Card, credit card company, and construction. That was my background. And so when I got in Primerica, I didn't know what I wanted to do for sure, but when I came to my first Primerica meeting, I saw all this stuff, and I was excited inside. Now, I didn't show it. Like afterwards, they said, so what did you think about the meeting? Which is not what you're supposed to say, right? And I kind of said, that was all right, right? Like I was acting like I was cool. Lexi wasn't with me at that meeting, okay? So I went home that night. I know what we're going to do. I was jacked up. I called my dad on the way home. Dad, I know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. I'm so excited. Because my parents were always asking me, so what are you going to do? I was going to college. I was going to Utah Valley State College, UVU, I guess it is now. And I hated it. I hated going to college. I just felt like I was wasting my time. So I tell my dad, and my dad goes, I go, Dad, I just went to this meeting. And he goes, oh, meeting, no, they're probably getting all excited. Be careful, you know. Anyway, so that's kind of what my dad that night. So next morning, I'm on my way to work to Discover Card, and like I had to be at work at 6 a.m. So I'm on my way there, and I had my first cell phone, okay? And so this is December 2000. This when cell phones were newer, right? So I was pretty excited about having a cell phone. And somebody was calling me. I get excited to get a call on my cell phone because no one called yet on cell phone. Except for when I picked it up, it was my mom. And I go, why is my mom calling me? It's like 5:45 a.m.